But I'm here today at Crawley Happy Times headquarters. I'm joined by Ryan Smith. Who is Ryan Smith, I hear you ask? Well, we're going to let Ryan tell you a little bit about why he's got his 15 minutes, or what more, 90 minutes of fame himself. So, hi Ryan, how are you?
Good to see you, Shelley. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent, I'm very well. Now, you were the only Crawley boy to play at Wembley recently. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about how that came about and what it was all about.
Yes, certainly. I was lucky enough to just be on Facebook updating our work Facebook site, and something popped up because I like football on Facebook. Would you like to play at Wembley Stadium? Well, like most men in the UK, I clicked yes. And then you had to write a short paragraph as to why you thought you'd like to play at Wembley and why you deserved to play. And it was basically a competition run by Vauxhall. It was called the Big Match, and I was lucky enough to be one of the winners that was selected. I got an email out of the blue, forgot I'd even entered the competition, just saying, yes, you've won, would you like to come up and play? So I got a 2-day experience of training with professional footballers and professional coaches, and then playing a 90-minute game on Wembley pitch, which at 34 and a little bit more overweight than I was when I was playing football, was quite hard work, but got to play at 90 minutes with rolling subs at Wembley with Ray Parlour as my captain, which was a big deal to me because I'm an Arsenal fan, Peter Shilton as my manager, and Luther Blissett as the other team's manager, and Rob Lee as the other professional player for the other team. And it was just the most phenomenal experience. I'm still on a high about it now, and it's a week later. So yeah, it's great.
Was this to raise money for anything in particular, or...?
It was just purely something that Vauxhall seemed to do just for football fans, because they are the sponsors of Home Nations football in the UK and Ireland, and they've done a similar event in Ireland as well, I should add. So it's just purely for football fans via their fan site. So yeah, it wasn't to raise money or anything. In fact, I should guess it probably cost Vauxhall quite a bit of money, because we were all put up in a hotel, we were all given kit, we were given everything, so it was fantastic.
And you were the only person of Crawley to make the team?
I believe I was the only person from West Sussex, so
wow.
Not only Crawley, West Sussex, but yeah, there were people. I think the next nearest person to us was probably Bexhill, so it was all selected on what you put for your comments, but there were people from Scotland, Wales, all over. It was brilliant.
And we got some footage of you playing, so we'll play that.
Trying to play.
We're trying to play. Well, you don't really expect at 34 to be able to win something as absolutely amazing as that.
Well, you say that Simon Bullen, our 47-year-old winning goal scorer, he'd probably argue different. He's still playing regular Sunday League football.
Yeah, but he trains every day.
He does train every day. I haven't trained for 4 years now, so yeah, you don't expect, but they were really good about it, because although there were all different levels of guys playing football, everybody understood that everybody still wanted the experience, irrelevant of how fit you were. I mean, the first half I only played 10 minutes, but the second half I played half an hour. So, you know, because I was more up for it then, and we'd settled down into the game a lot more. But all the lads really grouped together, and there is a rumour that the Ireland team have been sending all of us messages on Facebook challenging us to a match, and there's a rumour that Vauxhall might put on a match between the winners of the Ireland team and the winners of the Ireland event and the winners of the UK event.
And you won the game, didn't you?
We did win the game 3-2.
Who did you play against?
It was another team of fans, so we were the Vauxhall Reds and they were the Vauxhall Whites, and yeah, we beat them 3-2. It was a narrow victory, it was really well matched. Both sets of teams had sort of equal levels of players, but it was really good fun and played in really good spirits.
And most of the guys that you played with, I've seen the photographs, they all look pretty much about the same age as yourself. Were they looking for that age?
No, I mean, there were, that's probably because they were the slower people, easier to photograph. There were players as young as 19 on the pitch.
Right.
One of the guys I was marking, because I play in defence, was a 19-year-old winger, who nearly killed me trying to run around.
I was going to say, that's all you need.
Yeah. But it was just anyone. It was open to people of all ages. The only criteria is that you had to be a football fan and you had to answer the question with something honest and truthful. And when you actually look at most of the answers that the guys give, which a lot of them are on the Vauxhall fan page still, it tends to be the more heartfelt ones of people who had a dream they'd always wanted to play at Wembley, or in my case, I put that I'd love for my 4-year-old son to be able to watch me play at Wembley, which was my whole wish about the whole day. And what was great is he came up on the day with his mum and with one of my nephews as well, and they watched me play at Wembley, and that was the best thing about the whole experience, really.
Excellent. You got any plans for the future to get back on the pitch now then?
I think highly unlikely, to be honest with you, Shelley. Other than to say, if this Ireland game comes up, I am keeping myself a little bit fitter at the moment, just in case.
Yeah.
I'm out running and cycling in the evenings, because you never know. And I was hoping that perhaps some of my skills got spotted and I might get a call up for the next England match. But I think the reality is, at 34,
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Bless you. But the Ireland and versus England match could be quite interesting.
Well, that could be really good, and I know that we're very keen both sides. It's just whether Vauxhall want to do anything about it, and I suppose if they don't, we could always talk to each other and try and arrange something.
How lovely of Vauxhall, though, to put something like that on.
I have to say, it's a big thank you to the guys at Vauxhall, because what they did for us was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was absolutely phenomenal. They treated us like royalty from the moment we arrived at the hotel to check in the day before. Everything was organised and laid on. You were made to feel like a professional footballer, right up to the point when you walked into the changing room at Wembley and your kit was laid out with your squad number on. Everything was done in such an amazing way that I can't thank Vauxhall enough. Literally, Vauxhall Motor Cars are right up there in my opinion at the moment for what they've done for me and for the other 29 lads that were able to play football on that day as well.
Just missing the paycheck.
Absolutely. 150 grand a week would be nice.
That would be nice. But of course, at the moment with the recession and obviously car dealerships being hit really, really hard, that's still, I just think that's still very, very decent. Vauxhall still put their hand in their own pockets to do something like
absolutely that. You know, people are talking about cutbacks left, right and centre, and most industries wouldn't spend on something that it's not even really a marketing thing for them, although they will get some marketing out of it, I suppose. It's just something they've done because they are the home nation sponsors. So for Vauxhall Motor Cars to do this and still make people's dreams come true, I think says a lot for Vauxhall and General Motors. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, that is really nice. Thank you very much to Vauxhall. But we would like to thank you for coming on and telling us your story about that.
Thank you for having me.
Brilliant.
I'll tell anyone who wants to listen at the moment.
Well, I think you'll agree that Ryan Smith feels that he had an absolutely fantastic time. Look at him, Cheshire Cat. Cat that got the cream. And we would like to thank Vauxhall as well. Great stuff, guys. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much for watching. This is Shelley reporting for Crawley Happy Times at our headquarters.